Alright, so yes, hello, this is Gareth and welcome to another of my Vidreps. For you, Excalibur, I am commentating on a free-for-all. Fuck you. Alright, so, this sent to me by a very difficult name to pronounce, sorry that I don't try. Hello, Gareth. First of all, I'd like to say I'm very glad you started vidrepping again. It's so fun to watch. Also, everything I know about Starcraft, I know from your vidreps, oh dear God. So, somewhat I am responsible for this. I am somewhat responsible for this. Yeah, right, see, there's a whole lot of shit going on here. So, being tired of Lucky Noob and Friends, I'm sending you 4 of my replays. Yeah, if you start all the way down from the top of the playlist, then yeah, you're gonna encounter a lot of Lucky and Friends. So feel free to cast, they're not fresh, I'm starting to get my skills back on the PTR. So yeah, this sent me a while ago already. Yeah, keep up with the casting. Without your vidreps, I will have nothing to watch during eating, and then I'll stop eating and starve like any newbie player after mining out his first expansion. God bless Jim Raynor. And then 3 replays. Now, I picked this one. Oh yeah, it's on fast. Let's put them on. There's a very big problem with newbies not putting everything on fastest, which is the correct speed to play at. Yeah. So here's the thing. So I apologized to him already in the replay, saying that I'm very sorry that StarCraft is well. The only thing he knows about Starcraft is my games, which is a terrible thing to do. Please don't do that. I am a cautionary tale more than anything. But, so I went through some of the replays because I've been a bit more cautious on what I cast, which is a very strange thing for me. Because there are games that even I can't handle. Yeah, but I'm trying to broaden my horizons a little bit and try to cast the ones that don't... Yeah, Listen, there are things sent to me, like that game on Challenger, that normally don't make the cut, because there's only so much I can do. But then I realized that I have a duty to the starting Brood War playing public. People who haven't actually played the game and don't know what forms a game can take. So I have selected this replay. I don't know if I'll do the others, because there's 4 or 5 of them even. But yeah, so we have a game, 2 gates on Bluestorm. So Bluestorm, already a map that sort of, gives me hope, because people know about Bluestorm. You don't always know about Bluestorm, because it's one of those the beginnings of the StarCraft 2 era maps that when Brood War was really popular. And it's a good and interesting map. It's got this weird... kill all dragoons area here that fuck up pathing immensely because they'll try to get in here and they can't, and then you find dragoons everywhere on other tile sets and everything in the next game you play, even if you aren't even Protoss. Now here's the thing, I'm going to cast this game because it is awful. It is absolutely terrible and nothing really happens in it. So do take into account that when take that into account. Jesus, my English is very well today, thank you very much. He's doing the thing where he's mining gas still. He's only got 1 gas because he read that in a guide. And he's doing with speed, but already got the 6 links. This is what happens when you play Zerg, okay? And there are certain things that Protoss players have developed over the years to combat this, famously known Zergling rush, the Zerg rush. This is what you get. Yeah? Minor amounts of damage. This could have ended the game. Any better player would have been done. Yeah? So this is why. So you have the 2 gateways. You have damage to your mineral line. You're not producing probes because you're an idiot. So that's the first thing. Now, very important, an element that is very, 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 very important in StarCraft is, of course, your building placement. The building placement, yes. And yeah, not leaving Zealots technically against this, because now, of course, Zerg has now the speed is here, now the hatchery, no drones are being built, just Zerglings, and they're locked into this because they did damage, so hurrah. You have all of these Zealots. These Zerglings gonna come in again, no zealot in position, no buildings placed to somewhat funnel them to an area. All the probes panicking, screaming, running away with their... They don't even have feet, so they can't really run away. These Zerglings are horribly microed, but it's the only thing the Zerg is doing right now. The Zealots chase it and are completely and utterly useless in that. More probes die. Every single probe that dies pays for 4 Zerglings. Every probe that dies, the price in mining time, in actual costs, all of that, these Zerglings have paid for themselves a tenfold. Because Protoss can't build more than one, and he's not even doing that right now. That's your priority. You can only build 1 probe at a time. So with all of that taken into account, Furlings only need to kill 1 probe. This game's over. No Zealots have died, but really, this game is now over. There's a lair now, because there's been gas, a little bit of trickle mine gas. So there's a creep colony being built, because that's very important. And of course, in this meantime, this is Bluestone. This is Bluestone. The dancing lings. 2 lings in the hole. The pathing doesn't know where the fuck to go. So they just spaz out a little bit. Ironically now, but there is, yeah, a counterattack. You've lost the game, so why not? This is actually a sort of odd little thing that the Zerglings just run through. Some of them damaged, doesn't fucking matter. All the probes are now exposed. A photon cannon, thankfully. That's why FE, the Forge FE, Forge First Fast Expand is a thing, because Zerglings get annihilated by cannons. A probe survives, and this is Dunlingston. So yeah. The Zealots are back, they are slow. This is why, again, ironically, a Dragoon-Zealot combo is better, because Goons fire from afar, the Lings get blocked by Zealots trying to get to the Goon, and, you know, everything is fine. Now, the cannon here is going to make... See, this is why ranged units are cool. Ranged units are a thing you want to have. And Dragoons is not considered teching, okay? Getting a gas, getting a cybernetics core is like the first thing you do as Protoss, because that Zealot Dragoon combo, that's basically your cover for the entire game. You can get the Templars, but Zealots and Dragoons, sort of in every matchup, you want to have it. Don't get stuck in the single units. You know, Terran can sort of do it in newbie games because they're stuck with Marines, and Marines are already ranged, so they can do all that kind of shit. But pure Zealots is never an idea. It's just never there. Yeah, exactly. That's why just pure Zergling stops being useful the second the other races sort of get an idea of their race. So, yeah. Now, this is a funny thing. So, look at all the Zerglings. Okay? This is only 30 supply. Okay? There's a couple of drones here. Not a lot. Not enough. He's got half of his army still at home. This is what 30 supply worth of Zergling look like. Yeah? It's scary as all shit. Now, he's got this concave thing going on. It doesn't work at all, because Zerglings are dirt cheap and are still going to chew through. Now, there's 2 gateways, but no way to actually use them. So all of these Zerglings are now dead, except for the ones that he still has in the fucking base. All the Zealots are dead. This was an even trade. At this point in the game, the even trade is horrible, because Protoss has already lost the game, just doesn't know it yet. But only by the ineptitude of the Zerg. Well, boom, there we go. We've got another 23 supply of Zergling coming at ya. Because it's dirt cheap. That's what Zerg does. It can 2 hatcheries, bumping lings. But it's a very easy thing to counter. But a lot of people never see past this point. So that's why I wanted to show you this. A lot of people never go beyond this point in StarCraft, where, oh, Zergling rush. That's why it's a meme. It's one of the oldest memes in the history of everything. And now you get the obvious conclusion. No, attack the cannon is very beautifully placed. If those gateways would have been here, yeah, or somewhere else, then a little bit of a block. That forge, a little bit there. Something blocking off those Zerglings so they don't get full surface or full reign of the base, because Zealots are fucking slow. A couple of goons in there, and of course, not losing your probes and keep producing probes. But this is there we go. So that's the game, 12 minutes. That's it, you know? We've got nothing in Zerg. We've got no economy, but it doesn't need to if you don't make that very simple counter. And it's very difficult, especially on Bluestorm. The Zergling thing does work. But a lot of things went wrong here. A lot of scary things happened. But yeah, so 2 cannons, a couple of gateway block, and those Zerglings, 2 zealots, or 3 or 4, whatever, to block an area. I don't know the specifics of Bluestorm Wallen for Protoss, okay? I know very little about Brood War. So, but that's it. That's how you keep losing to Zerglings, and then you quit the game because everything is horrible. Now these 2 players know each other, so he did that to his friend. Okay, cautionary tale. Why do you get the Hydralisks instead of going full Zergling? Because Protoss has that kind of SimCity going on, or has a solution to it. And then Hydras add the range to, you know, the Zealot Dragoon combo, the Zergling Hydra combo. Same thing, different reasons to get it, but the Brood War is asymmetric. It's got 3 completely different races, but the concepts for each race are filled in. You have the range, you have the melee, you know? There's comparisons, there's a balance to all of it, because that's why this game works. 4 Zerglings is 1 Zealot. 2 Hydralisks is a Dragoon. But it doesn't really match up like that. But it's because it's a clumps of units together. But anyway, that takes us too far. But I wanted to show you this game. This is a game I would normally not count because it's basically Zerglings running in and it's over in 12 minutes and there. But you know what? This is a very dangerous point in my casting career. I might do more educational videos on the global sense. Not build a pylon now, make a gateway there. Just ideas that you need to understand if you are coming into this game cold. Alright, so there we go. This was an informative vidrep. Oh dear. Dark times ahead, folks. But hey, Excalibur, I cast her a free-for-all. It was 2 players, but the game was set on free-for-all.